I found the prospect of going to law school candidly somewhat intimidating, but I white-knuckled it through school and then ended up coming to Chicago. And I knew I wanted to do something that would help people transition and be transformative. I had been practicing family law in Chicago for a couple years before I moved to Schiller DuCanto Fleck, and it was a very easy decision for me to make. I think Schiller DuCanto Fleck is unique amongst family law firms in our community because we really are a family. Whether it's a difficult practice, and I think having a familial environment that we have the ability to work in and day out makes a huge difference to all of us. It makes us better lawyers, it makes us better people, and it makes us more effective in the stamina that we need to represent clients in really difficult cases. I think that the payoff to the client in working with Schiller DuCanto Fleck is that you have the font of knowledge of who is ever on your particular team, but you also have really the experience and the knowledge of all the lawyers of the firm. We are in constant communication with one another about our cases. We have 40-plus lawyers who are in all of the courtrooms we practice in every single day. No sole practitioner can touch that. The hardest part of our practice is that we touch people every single day that are in pain, that are in crisis, that are at a low point. And you can't help but be impacted by that. We are all empathetic people. We wouldn't be in this practice if we weren't. And feeling the pain sometimes that your clients are in is difficult. And we work hard to stay professional and to look at everything from 30,000 feet and not sort of get into the proverbial boat with our clients, but we really do truly care about them. The best part of my job is that in virtually every case, at some point in the case, you begin to see a shift in the client that you're representing, where they cross a threshold, where they start to get excited about their future, and they begin to understand that hope is not lost, that they do have a future that they can get excited about. And to watch people go through that transformation and transition in the process, when they get it and they understand that there's a new future out there for them, it's pretty amazing to watch. I had a client who was married to a man who was a complicated individual, to say the least. They had extraordinary wealth, and he had generated a lot of that wealth as a mercenary of sorts, for lack of a better way of saying it. And she was extraordinarily afraid and intimidated. There had been a lot of conflict and fear in the relationship. I was convinced that litigation would be the absolute worst forum and really bring out the worst in their relationship dynamic. And I told her that I thought that it was really worthwhile that we try to mediate the case. She trusted me, and we were able to get the case done quickly and efficiently and as amicably as you could hope to. And not that long ago, I received a picture from her of her and her son and her husband at their son's college graduation, all arm in arm, smiles on their faces. I don't think they'd ever had a family picture like that before the divorce. I think that thinking outside the box sometimes and not assuming outcomes, even in high conflict cases, is an important part of what we do. I think it's really important for clients in a divorce case to be very educated consumers. I think they need to understand the process. I think they need to understand what they're asking for costs. I think they need to be mindful of the cost benefit of everything they do in the process. And I think they need to be their own best advocate. Obviously, we're here to advocate for them, and we're going to advocate for them zealously. But the clients that get the best outcomes are those that are engaged and advocating for themselves too.